Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Duke Silver. Today we're going to be playing Hoard Dragon. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. We start with a shop that has two bossies in it. So we're of course going to take one and lock the pair. We get Magic Research as our spell in the shop, which we're going to be able to use to enhance our board. 4-4 and a 3-3 is a pretty decent chance to win a fight here, and we do get there. So we get to keep our stat from Magic Research, and we get paid off with this bossy triple immediately. So 2.1, we're going to get a level 3 treasure, which is fantastic. So Cloak doesn't do anything. Power Orb is like pretty mediocre, but Sarcophagus is like kind of a way to just win the mid game. It's like kind of a free pass through the mid game, which Hoard Dragon is very interested in. So I think we're going to take the Sarcophagus, even though we don't have any evil characters in the shop. We're going to cast this Forbidden Fruit and take a roll, and we're looking for any kind of evil character, and yeah, we find the best possible one, and we get a very good run out here. So we managed to not even lose any HP in this on our extremely weak board here, and then we get maybe the best 3.0 shop that we could ask for here. We probably should have cycled the chicken out a little, or potentially, but yeah, I was a little jumped the gun a little bit because I wanted to buy all these evil characters. We managed to crack the opponent's egg, and again we get out of this fight without losing any HP thanks to the Sarcophagus, even though we don't have many stats on board. But yeah, we're gonna be able to get our second Queen of Hearts as well as that chicken, and yeah, we get to also cast an Earthquake there, which is generally a very strong tempo spell on level 3. And yeah, even through a donkey, we managed to like, we're very poorly set up against a donkey, but we do manage to get there just thanks to the power of Sarcophagus. And I mean, the double Queen of Hearts helps as well. We pick up a Cindy for a potential level 3 treasure. And yeah, there's our Black Cat triple. This does make our board slightly weaker, but I mean, another level 3 treasure seems worth it. And I mean, there's Treasure Map. Eye of Ares is kind of defensible as well, but I mean, we can't just not take Treasure Map here. We've got a level 3 pair as well, and we've got another level 2 evil in the shop that we can buy to kind of replace our second Black Cat. It's not quite the same, but it fills a similar role. And the upside, of course, the upside of having Treasure Map is just far outweighs that one extra evil character. There is a Wicked Witch that we can take to support our evil front line. We're just going to continue leaning into evil in this Sarcophagus. With Hoard Dragon, you just need to kind of survive into the late game, and then you take over. So any bit of tempo here, we're definitely happy to take. We kind of want to avoid casting spells, just because we don't want this Cindy to pop our Treasure Map. Speaking of popping our Treasure Map, there is another Wicked Witch, which we are going to lock. I did lock that. I know I didn't. It wasn't shown there in the footage, but yeah, I did lock that for sure. Because that's going to be our level. It's going to be a level 6 treasure, which is like, I mean, it's, of course, we would love a level 7 treasure, but I mean, I think level 6 treasures early are generally incredibly powerful. And there's a Pandora's Box. We could easily just take Pandora's Box here and just get a level 7. Like, we're still at full HP. But I mean, Embiggening Stone at this stage in the game is just, I feel like it's so much better than like 90% of the level 7 treasures. So yeah, we kind of have to take the Embiggening Stone there. And yeah, our with these Embiggening Stone stats as well as the Sarcophagus, our tempo was kind of off the charts here. All right, we're gonna pick up a Medusa, which is very large, and then we're also gonna pick up an Amy, just because like we can start to get out of the, like, we don't need to lean into evils anymore. This Sarcophagus really isn't our only source of power anymore, so we want to hedge a little bit and move towards more of an open build, I guess. Leave ourselves more open to whatever comp kind of falls into our lap. And I mean, there's a Feasting Dragon, which is just gonna keep compounding our advantage from the Embiggening Stone, just continue to increase the size of our shops. So, I mean, of course, we're going to take that. And also we get a 12-12 Sporco, which is incredible. 12-12 range that enhances our front line is definitely something that we're very, very interested in. And we're going to sell a couple things, I mean, just to get some more stats onto this board. We definitely don't need the dorky evil stuff anymore, so we sell them for a 16-16 crafty. I feel pretty good about it. And we're gonna jam our Wicked Witch onto the board here. Kind of messes up our backline a little bit, so we're just gonna reposition at the last moment here. Our Medusa's way out of position, but our backline is at least set up better. Merlin has a decent amount of stats over there, but not nearly enough to compete with ours. There's a 20-20 Lancelot, which is a very, very easy path to level 6 treasure for us. There's a second Sporco, which is going to complete the Lancelot quest. So yeah, we've got a level 6 treasure next turn, and I mean, we might as well take experience here. Getting to level 7 or level 6 is definitely worth it here, as we are so incredibly far ahead of most people. Although this Sadrak is already level 6, so they've been investing in experience. Alright, there's level 6 treasure. I mean, Phoenix Feather is good with that Lancelot, but I mean, how are we not going to take Mimic plus Embiggening Stone here, right? Like, I mean, getting another +10/+10 to the shop, so combined with our Feasting Dragon Slays, that's +20/+20 plus whatever, however many slays we've gotten so far. I think it's only 2 so far, but, and yeah, I mean, the range supports are just going to be incredible here. 24/24 to start here, and enhancing the front line as well. There's a triple for our Queen of Hearts. Like, we don't need this sarcophagus anymore, but I don't think there's many 4 treasures that I really care to replace it with. So I think I value the rolls just a little bit more. We'll buy a second Amy, just because it's a very, very large ranged character. That is a pretty large Southern Siren over there, though. They do get the first sleigh to steal 2 different things, and they're going to get a second sleigh to steal 2 more things. So they steal 4, or they summon 4 extra units there, but it's still just not enough to handle our ridiculous amount of stats. We're going to take a Polywoggle. I mean, if you can triple a Polywoggle, then it's going to be like a 60-60, and a golden 60-60 that turns into a golden 6, so that seems incredible. And speaking of incredible, there's a 25-25 good boy in the shop. Same reason that we didn't go for the triple on the Queen of Hearts last turn. I'm not gonna bother with this Amy right now. It would add a ton of stats. Like combining them would turn it into like roughly like a 70-70 or something. But I figure it's just not worth it, and I don't think it's worth the lock. Like, I mean, we're mostly just gonna be looking to pick up good characters now that we have this absurdly large good boy. Our Polywoggle turns into a Bearstein. Didn't expect it to slay in slot 4, but it did, and survived even. There's a very large Boomhilda. And there's another good boy, so yeah, those are two extremely large good boys there. We might as well take this Sure Shot. It's just a huge range character, huge good ranged character, specifically. Not really sure what I'm considering here. I think I was just talking to chat, so apologize for that downtime. And there's another Lady of the Lake, which we are absolutely going to take. We're just going to go with a full range backline and throw Bearstein up front. We might as well use this Feed the Kraken on this Amy, just to get a couple rolls to see if we can lock something. And yeah, we lock the shop with coin plus Empress P, so I'd say those extra rolls were worth it. And we come across this Sadrak player who was on 6 super early, and they have a mirror with some royals in Crocs. So pretty interesting interesting mirror comp, I suppose. But unfortunately for them, it's just not enough to handle all the stats that we've been building up this game. We go for Empress P here. We get the coin, of course, as well. And again, for the same reason that we didn't triple the Amy, we didn't triple the Queen of Hearts, I just don't think the investment is necessarily worth it. I can't think of any level 5 treasures that I'm like really interested in. We would definitely we could take a horn. We wouldn't get any mimic value, and also but I figured we had enough gold left that we should look for one of our more relevant triples, one of the ones we could play on board. But since we only have a few gold left, we are going to take this triple event, or after all. We need to get out of this this sarcophagus, and yeah, speaking of horn, we do pick up horn, which is going to be very good with our Empress P. It's not incredible with only 2 supports and 1 Empress P, but definitely a lot better than the sarcophagus. And yeah, this Phoenix Angel has a ton of dwarves. They have a very large dwarf comp this early in the game. I say this early, but I think it's like 6.1 or something like that. But still, that's still a lot of lordies. You generally don't see that many lordies. We're just gonna fire off an evil twin. We don't get our max like embiggening stone value on this good boy triple, but we do get a level 7 treasure. Like if we were to see mirror, like it would just be game over. But I mean, Holy Grail is pretty close to game over as well. So we're gonna mimic Holy Grail. We're just gonna get a casual 2,000 gold next turn, and yeah, feel pretty good about that, honestly. Here's that Celestial Tiger that had Black Prism earlier. Looks like they've got their own Mimic and Beginning Stone, but they haven't really gotten much value out of it. They did croc their whole board and got a ton of level 6 treasures, so they must have just gotten it last turn. They must have gotten the Mimic and Beginning Stone from crocketing their board. And yeah, unfortunately for them, the things they have in the crocs just aren't nearly big enough to compete with our embiggening stone stats that we've had for several years. It feels like. All right, we get to triple our Lady of the Lake. We get another good boy. Of course, we're just hunting for more good boys right now. We'll take as many Lady of the Lakes as we can get as well. I mean, just giant ranged characters on the back line that that enhance our front row. Seems like a no-brainer. Of course, we would love another Empress P, but I mean, good boys are our priority though. We miss a knighthood there, unfortunately, as I was kind of tunnel visioned on the characters, but like a knighthood on the other good boy would have been fantastic. Alright, we get an Empress P, and we get the Empress P triple right at the last second, while the timer says 0. So we've got our level 7 treasure options here while we take on this dwarf player, and we're going to make very short work of them, so we're just deciding on what treasure to take into next game, I suppose. And I figure starting with World Tree next turn, or next game seems good. But yeah, we don't actually get the treasure, of course, but yeah, the power. I mean, Holy Grail is just was definitely just win more. We were already dominating this lobby because of that early embiggening stone. We're just having a little fun at the end there, but yeah. So that was a Hoard Dragon high roll if I've ever seen one. We get really paid off for taking our speculative sarcophagus early, and yeah, we just get ahead of the lobby, and we stay ahead, and we just increase our lead further as the game goes on, as Hoard Dragon tends to do. But yeah, so let me know if you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope everyone has a good New Year's Eve, and I will see you next year.